Welcome to the Academy. We are glad to have you guys on board. And if you're watching this right now, we know that you have great interest in cryptocurrencies and trading. Over the years, you must have heard about cryptocurrencies, most especially Bitcoin. Maybe from your friends or from the news. You are thinking, where can I buy this thing? Where can I sell it? How can I keep it? How does it work? Who made it? So by the end of this course, you will have answers to those questions. So let's get started. What are cryptocurrencies? Cryptocurrencies are an anonymous form of digital asset class widely accepted as a form of currency, payment, and commodity. They are also considered as appreciating assets like gold. So for instance, we all know that we have fiat currencies, which are your local currencies. Let's say you are from America, you have United States dollar. Let's say you are from Nigeria, you have Nigerian naira. Those are fiat currencies. These are currencies that are controlled by central authorities. These are currencies that are controlled by central authorities like the government, like the institutions, central banks. They control the supply of the currency. They control the value of the currencies. And these fiat currencies are physical currencies. They are currencies you can see with your physical eyes. But when it comes to cryptocurrencies can be seen. They are basically internet money. Do you understand? Unlike fiat currencies, cryptocurrency is decentralized. It is not controlled by any government. It is not controlled by any central bank. It is not controlled by any institution. So the way the value works is based purely on demand and supply. And the reason why cryptocurrencies are decentralized is because of the technology in which they use to create them. It is called blockchain technology. So you are wondering, if they are currencies, how are they made? They are created through complex mathematical solutions using supercomputers, and this process is called mining. The first cryptocurrency is Bitcoin. It was first created in 2008 by an unknown individual named Satoshi Nakamoto. So this person has been anonymous since the inception of Bitcoin. He created Bitcoin and then he released the white paper on how to make more Bitcoins online. It has been published to the general public, so anybody can also mine Bitcoin. Anybody can create it. So far you have the expertise, you have the materials, and you have the capital to run these supercomputers. So what was Bitcoin made to do? Bitcoin was made to facilitate electronic transaction without relying on or trusting a central authority. It uses blockchain technology, as I said earlier, to perform transactions on a peer-to-peer network, and the history of these transactions are made public. So with this definition, Bitcoin can also serve the purposes your fiat and local currency serve. Do you understand? So you can use Bitcoin to buy goods and services. You can use Bitcoin to trade. You can transfer Bitcoin to someone. So the difference between these cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and fiat currency is that fiat currencies have unlimited supply, while Bitcoin has limited supply. So the total supply of Bitcoin is around 21 million. There can be only 21 million Bitcoin that will be made in the future. So it has limited supply. So at the end of the day, it's going to be a scarce product. It is already a scarce product, but over time, it's going to be very, very scarce. In this case, the price is going to skyrocket. So as I said, it uses blockchain to perform transactions on a peer-to-peer network. So what this means is that if I want to send money to a friend, I do not need a third party to confirm or to facilitate that transaction for me. All I need to do is to collect the wallet address of the individual I'm trying to send money to, which is my friend, and I will send my Bitcoin or my Ethereum or any other cryptocurrency to them without trusting a third party like banks. Do you understand? And the history of this transaction is made public, so I can trace where the money is, I can trace who has received the money, I can trace how much I sent, I can trace when it delivered to the person I sent the money to. So who are those confirming transactions that are being sent? Those are the miners. The miners create cryptocurrency and they also confirm transactions, thereby they get rewarded with new set of coins and transaction fees. In this case, we have miners. The miners are the one confirming the transactions, doing these complex mathematical solutions to make sure there's no fraud, to make sure there's no double spending in the system. The more they confirm and verify these transactions, the more blocks of Bitcoin are released to them. So let's say to release a block of Bitcoin, you have to confirm 100 transactions. So when a miner confirms 100 transactions, a block of Bitcoin is released to him, and a block of Bitcoin right now has 6 Bitcoin. So that's how new cryptocurrencies are created. That's how new Bitcoin are created, and they also get rewarded by transaction fees. So when you want to send cryptocurrency, for example, there's a little fee that are involved in sending those crypto. Don't worry, they are extremely small compared to what you pay to banks. So there are thousands of cryptocurrencies other than Bitcoin. Bitcoin was the first one, and I said earlier it was made by an unknown individual named Satoshi Nakamoto. The other cryptocurrencies apart from Bitcoin are called alternative currencies or alternative coins, and you can also call them altcoins. They are the likes of Ethereum, Litecoin, Ripple, Dash, etc. So you are wondering, why cryptocurrencies? Why do I need to know about cryptocurrencies? Why are people using cryptocurrencies? Why are institutions getting into cryptocurrencies? Why did Tesla buy cryptocurrencies? The first point here is accessibility. Transactions in cryptocurrencies can be done 24/7 and they are almost instant regardless of where you are in the globe. So for example, for a typical commercial bank, the bank usually close around maybe 4 p.m. and they open around 8 a.m. For cryptocurrencies, it doesn't close. The market is up 24/7. You can send money to your friends and family for business purposes anytime, any day. Do you understand? So Bitcoin can be sent from USA to Nigeria. Bitcoin can be sent from Nigeria to Dubai anytime with little or no transaction fees. The second point here is that cryptocurrencies are decentralized. Cryptocurrencies are not owned or controlled by central authority. So you don't have to deal with institutions or government or commercial banks. This gives people total control of their assets. So when you have cryptocurrencies, you have 100% control of your money. If you have 2 Bitcoin, you are the one that has total control of those Bitcoin. You can decide to keep it, you can decide to spend it, you can decide to send it to anyone you want to send it to without trusting a third party. For example, in some countries, banks and government try to seize people's assets. That can be possible in cryptocurrency because you have total control of your assets. So the third point here is anonymity. Privacy is very important and it is well demanded in 21st century. With cryptocurrencies, you can make transactions without your identity being attached to it. All you need is your wallet address. So what this is telling us is, for example, if you want to open a bank account, you need to submit your name, you need to submit your date of birth, you need to submit your proof of residence, and all that. But with cryptocurrency, you don't need to submit every detail about yourself. You can perform transactions anonymously. You don't need to attach your name. You don't need to attach anything that has to do with you with cryptocurrencies. The fourth point here is low transaction fees. Cryptocurrencies have extremely low cost means of transactions. You can use as low as $10 to transfer $1 million across nations. Sometimes you can be charged $0 for transactions using USDT on TRC20 network. So when you send money from one country to another or from one place to another, cryptocurrencies have low, extremely low charges. Probably they are charging you $8 for sending thousands and thousands of dollars. If you are to do that traditionally with commercial banks, they probably will be taking 3% to 5% of the money you are trying to send, in which with cryptocurrency is almost free. The fifth point here is security. The technology that cryptocurrency use is blockchain, and this blockchain technology is extremely difficult to hack, is extremely difficult to tamper with. So you can store your cryptocurrencies in a safe wallet without worrying about your funds getting stolen. So you have two options. You can either store your cryptocurrencies in e-wallet. For example, you have your blockchain wallet. All you need to do to access a blockchain wallet is to have a mobile phone and internet connection. You need to download the app, send your money into the app, and then secure your funds with your private keys. Your private keys is for you alone. It mustn't be given to any other entity apart from you. So you have 100% control of your funds. You can also use cold wallets. They are also called hardware wallet. These are physical wallets. They look like a little flash drive. They are small devices where you can keep your cryptocurrencies, and they are disconnected from the internet. The last point here is that cryptocurrencies appreciate in value. Over the years, cryptocurrencies have been known to appreciate in value. Merely holding Bitcoin can make you as much as 200% in a year. For example, Bitcoin was selling for $100 as of 2013, and right now, as I'm recording this course, is selling for $54,000. That is huge amount of percentage increase. So the reason why the value is going up is because it is not centralized. It is not being determined by a centralized authority. The people that own the cryptocurrencies determine the value of the cryptocurrencies. So it is solely based on demand and supply. The higher the demand, the higher the price. That's why it has been going up over the years. And that's why institutions are now getting interested. That's why Tesla invested in Bitcoin. They bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. So these are the major reasons why people use cryptocurrencies. They are easily accessible. They are decentralized. They are not controlled by any central government or any banks. It is anonymous. So you can make transactions without your identity being attached to it. The next one is low transaction cost. It is extremely cheap to make transactions in cryptocurrencies. The fifth one is security. So you can store your cryptocurrency in a very safe place without worrying about your funds getting stolen. And the last one we talked about is appreciation in value. So it appreciates in value over the years. Based on analysis, experts says Bitcoin might be going to $150,000 in the next couple of months. So let's see what the price is going to be in the coming month. So I said earlier that cryptocurrency transactions are peer-to-peer based. If I want to send money to a friend, the transaction is going to be between me and the friend alone. He knows that I'm sending money to him, and I know I'm sending money to him. Do you understand? So only both of us are involved in the transaction. We are not involving banks in this. We are not involving the governments. We are not involving Western Union. So it's just both of us. So let's say Sam. So Sam wants to send money to Janet, right? Janet is asking Sam for money. So let's say Sam is using an e-wallet, let's say blockchain wallet. So Sam has downloaded his wallet on his phone and is trying to send the money to Janet. Let's say he wants to send 0.2 Bitcoin. Janet needs to send Sam a wallet address. So Janet will need to send Sam wallet address. So this is what a wallet address looks like. You can give your wallet address to anybody. They can't access your account through your wallet address. So Janet sent Sam the Bitcoin address. So what Sam needs to do right now is to copy the wallet address and paste it inside his blockchain wallet and send 0.2 Bitcoin to Janet. As soon as he sends 0.2 Bitcoin to Janet, in few minutes, Janet is going to receive that Bitcoin inside our own wallet, right? So that's how transactions are done. So you can see that there's no centralized authority that is tracing or confirming that transactions like banks and government. So this transaction is just between Sam and Janet, no other person. Do you understand? If Sam sends his Bitcoin to the wrong address, he will never be able to recover his money. So when you are sending Bitcoin, make sure you copy the right address. Make sure that you confirm the right amount you want to send, because once you send a particular amount of money to someone, you won't be able to receive it back, only if the person wants to send it back to you. So when Sam sends money to Janet, maybe Sam sends 0.2 Bitcoin instead of 0.1 Bitcoin. If Janet decides not to send 0.1 Bitcoin back to Sam, then the money is gone. Sam cannot retrieve the money back from Janet. So be extremely careful with transactions. You want to make sure you have confirmed the amount of money you want to send. You have confirmed the wallet address before sending any amount. I hope you understand how Sam was able to send money to Janet. Before we start introduction to trading and how to make money from trading, some of us are wondering, where do I buy Bitcoin? Where do I buy Ethereum? Where do I buy EOS? How do I change my local currency to Bitcoin? I'm in Nigeria. How do I use my Naira to buy Bitcoin? How do I use my Naira to buy other cryptocurrencies? I'm in Ghana. How do I use my Ghanaian cedis to buy cryptocurrencies? I'm in UK. How do I use my pounds to buy cryptocurrencies? And how can I change my cryptocurrencies back to my local currencies? So this takes us to cryptolocally.com. Cryptolocally.com is the fastest growing cryptocurrency exchange across Europe, Asia, and Africa right now. Cryptolocally.com allows you to buy and sell cryptocurrencies with your local currency. It is fast and safe to use cryptolocally.com. In the next video, I'm going to be showing you detailed information about cryptolocally.com, how to buy, how to sell on cryptolocally.com, and also I'm going to be showing you why it is different from other platforms out there. So take a nap. I will see you in the next video.